When you can't sleep because it's too warm and you're not sleepy, what do you do? What do you do? I've got a little concern. Now, watch that engine. What we're going to do, we'll just set the electrics for that engine. That wasn't too bad, was it? Just give it a little. Now, did you hear the amount of noise it made? Not a lot, was it really? So, watch this engine. That wasn't a lot of noise either, was it? Now, watch this engine. That's a noisy beast, isn't it? I think I better put that on the bench and see if we can't make that run just a little quieter. It can't be right. Can't be right. I'm going to have that on the bench and give it some TLC, I think. Well, this is the chassis that came out of the noisy locomotive. It's a fairly short business to pull the magnet off, to pull out the screw that sits on top of the armature and controls the end thrust on the armature. It's a fairly quick job. The next fairly quick and simple job is putting out the brushes. Well, I've already done that, and I think that may be part of the problem. There's one of the brushes that I've removed. Actually, there is the other one, and an ideal length for these brushes is that much, there or thereabouts. Now, if you think about this, the armature runs round and round and round, and if you've got brushes that are simply too long, instead of them working like brushes, they actually act like a brake. So there we are. We will put in, I'll actually use some brushes out of something completely different, and I will keep those nice long ones for spares. That looks interesting, all that grease and grime that came off it. I suspect that when I have a go at those tubes, I think they're probably going to be pretty filthy. Let's see what happens. Well, that's the little cotton bud that I've just used to push through the brush tubes, and yeah, that was pretty mucky, wasn't it? By having them nice and clean, it allows the brushes to fidget in the tube, you know, to move backwards and forwards and just act like brushes instead of like brakes. So there we are, that's one thing sorted. Well, we'll see. Let's see what happens. See if she's any quieter now. She's not really, is she? Well, I don't know. I don't know if she's quieter or not. Let's pop her away. If we set the points. Right. Let's see what happens when we bring one of the others out. That was a lot quieter, wasn't it? I think that's a lot quieter. I think. What about the other one? Perhaps this third one is just a noisy engine. Maybe.